What's up, fam? Welcome back to another episode of Control and Victory, where victory starts within. And now it's time to own yours. Man, y'all gotta excuse the extra noise that's going on right now. I am outside. I'm actually trying to find a good spot where I can start recording these solo episodes. But y'all bear with me. It just got done raining, so you're gonna hear the raindrops. The raindrops, you're gonna hear the birds, the bees, all that. But man, first of all, I want to thank y'all for tuning in into another episode. I'm really building this thing brick by brick, and y'all seeing it in real time. Y'all seeing me grow as a speaker. Y'all seeing me grow as a leader. Y'all seeing me grow this brand, Control and Victory. Y'all seeing a lot, man, brick by brick, and I feel like that's important right now, so y'all can see the process and see that it can happen. If it can happen for me, it can happen for you, So I appreciate y'all tuning in. And my last episode, man, I got a lot of good feedback on that episode. So again, I appreciate all the feedback, good or bad. Either way, like I told y'all on the last episode, I just don't care no more. So y'all gonna get it raw, y'all gonna get it real, and y'all gonna see it all. So y'all enjoy the show, man. And again, I appreciate y'all tuning in to this episode. And this episode, man, I know y'all seeing it all across y'all social media feed. Y'all seeing it all in the blog, on the blogs, on the YouTube, everything. Did Thug snitch? That's the question. Did he? But we gonna get into that, and we also gonna talk about how I feel like grandparents these days is just not the same. They are way different than, as y'all see my grandma, how much love I got for her is way different in the times that we going through now with our grandparents. But before we get into that, let's talk about Control and Victory merch. We just dropped the Victory Orange, which I don't have on right now. I got on the Victory Red, as y'all can see, and on the back it got Victory Starts Within. Y'all can check out my merch in the description below. Man, I gotta say this too, excuse my voice. My throat is a little scratchy. I'm trying to fight not getting sick, and I'm not even gonna claim it because I know I'm not gonna get sick, but sickness is running through my house right now. Everybody done had a cold except for me, and I'm not trying to get a cold. I've been spraying Lysol everywhere I sit, everywhere I lay, and I've been doing good so far. But today I do have a little bit of the sniffle, so y'all bear with me. But again, man, the merch is out right now. We just launched Victory Orange. Y'all can check that out on the website. Link is in the description. But man, we got Victory Black, and we also got Victory Blue that's available. Like I say, Victory Red is not available right now, but it soon will be. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Control and Victory. Victory starts within. And we all about owning your path and conquering your goals. So man, y'all support the brand. Y'all follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all of that. Control and Victory. And also my personal page, Farland Will. Man, we got it all, man. Y'all get to see my grandma on my social media page on Farland Will. And you get the inspiration on Control and Victory, all right? And also, y'all can listen to this podcast on all podcast platforms, and as well as watch it on YouTube, okay? So, man, y'all support the brand, and if you already supporting the brand and part of the community, man, I welcome y'all, and I appreciate y'all support, and y'all continue on supporting and spreading the word, all right? So now we got that all out the way, and the big question is, did Thug snitch? Did Thug snitch? We done went on calling Gunna a snitch and Young Thug not messing with him because he snitched. We done went on the real Boston Richie, if he snitched. All these rappers in hip hop, man. It's all this thing been talking. We all been talking about who snitched and who did what, and just really diminishing hip hop, man, and rap. Like, you can't even enjoy rap right now because everybody's so focused on who's a rat, who snitched, how many drugs this person done sold, how many people this How many people? I mean, how many people did this person kill? And it's just too much, man. It's too much. And I just started thinking, like, we be so worried about that in hip hop, and we get so caught up in the hype, and we ain't even trying to figure out how we can level up in life. Like, we spending so much time discussing these topics and not even putting that same energy into ourselves. We not putting that same energy that we worried about somebody else into ourselves. And I got to thinking, like, why, man? Why? And we got to understand where this all come from, man. This is all designed to work like that. And I'm surprised people not really catching on and understand what's going on here. Like, these people out here want y'all to be caught up in the hype. These people want y'all to be talking about if Thug snitch. Like, who cares? Who cares? What y'all need to be worried about, and I hate to sound like that person that, oh, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that, but it makes me so mad to see how caught up we can get into questions like, oh, did Thug snitch? This man just went through a whole trial, a whole RICO trial, and fighting for his life, and he get out. And the biggest thing he worried about is, oh, I don't mess with Gunna because he snitched. And everybody around him is letting this man crash out about that when he was just fighting for his life. I can only imagine how his kids feel right now seeing him. He haven't really put out no music. He only put out one song so far. He only put out one song. His solo song. Well, it ain't even a solo because he had Future, which I feel like Future made the song. But he also been featured on other people's songs, but he haven't really came out with nothing like worth like listening to over and over again. He really haven't really been putting out no quality music right since he been out. Shout out to my boy YFN Lucci. I love him. That's my dog. I've been messing with YFN Lucci. He been dropping consistently. He haven't been talking about nobody. He haven't been in no mess. He just been straight up just been focused. Focused on his family, focusing on putting out quality music. Which what you supposed to be doing. Focusing on yourself. Like, we got to stop getting caught up in other people's mess. Because some people don't even care about leveling up. Some people not even worried about trying to be better themselves. Now, I'm not sitting up here trying to say, hey, stop listening to that type of music, or stop following Thug or Young Thug, or stop doing the things that you're doing. All I'm encouraging you to do is that same energy that you focusing on them, put that same energy in you. Like, take that time to read a book, learn something new. Go on YouTube while instead of listening to the vlogs about if he snitched or not, search YouTube on how you can learn something new. Like, it's so much information, free information out there that can help you level up in life, and all we doing is focusing on is did Thug snitch? That's like real disappointing to me, man. It's real disappointing to me because our culture is fading away right in front of our eyes. And it's other people that's controlling these narratives that's sitting back laughing. They rubbing their hands like Birdman. And, man, I'm just real disappointed, man. And as a person who's trying to become a better leader and try and make good decisions for the ones that's looking up to me, I have to say something. I have to say something because that's a good example of where you don't want to be. And it's too many of our kids, it's too many of younger individuals that's looking up to people like that. like they actually made it cool to be YNs, and it's not. It's not. Being a YN is not cool. I ain't gonna lie, I constantly have to tell my son about wearing a ski mask, and he don't even wear it. He just wear it on top of his head like it's a skull cap or something. And I don't know why, but hey, to each his own. But it's not cool to be a YN. A lot of these people who trying to look like a YN grew up in a good home. Ain't got no problems. But we sit up here and listen to this music, and we sit up and listen and take all that negative energy in, and we trying to portray that image, and it don't get you nowhere. And man, we just got to do better, man. We got to do better in making sure we trying to spend time leveling up, trying to do something that's going to better our community instead of tearing it down, and stop giving these people what they want. But hey, man, I'm just trying to help. You ain't got to take my information. Me personally, I don't care what you do, honestly, because all I could do is be me and worry about me. I'm trying to level up in life. I'm trying to control my situation and find victory at the end. I just hope the same for you. But if you don't want that, that's you. At the end of the day, that is you. That's your family that's going to be looking at you like, what happened? I ain't got nothing to do with that. But hopefully you listen, you learn, and you change. But again, it all starts with you. Nah, enough about Thug, man. You know, all we can do is pray for him and his family. Pray for everybody, man, that we just kind of look beyond what the streets saying is right, and do what's right for you and your family. Do what's right for you, your community, and being a better person. That's all I can pray for. And I hope that he find that and everybody else find that. Because it's a life that's way better than having to look over your shoulder all the time and worried about going to jail for the rest of your life, or ending up 6 feet deep. All I can do is pray for you. But again, like I said, enough of that, man. Y'all do what y'all want. Listen to what y'all want. Hey, it is what it is. But just thinking about the Thug situation, it made me think about why I appreciate my grandma so much. You get what I'm saying? My grandma, she was that extra parent that I needed in my life, that in her eyes, I could do no wrong. In my grandma's eyes, I could do no wrong. Even when I did wrong, she'll be mad. But at the end of the day, she couldn't stay mad at me. She always poured into my life. She always congratulated me and motivated me, inspired me. She always just was that person in my corner that I just really, truly appreciated her. And still appreciate her because she's still living. Like, my grandma will be 94 this year. And I truly appreciate her because they don't make grandparents like that no more. These grandparents these days, man, you got to protect your kids from them, unfortunately, which is sad. But these grandparents these days, man, they feel entitled. They feel like they grandkids owe them something. Like, I'm your grandma, I'm your granddaddy. Yeah. Hey, you need to call me. Why you don't call me? Why you ain't call me and tell me happy birthday? Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? And then expect the grandkids to actually just Oh yeah, grandma here, granddaddy here. I gotta respect you. These grandparents get mad when the grandkids don't respect them, but they never showed any type of love or respect towards them. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm the type of parent that I'm not forcing my kids to do anything. I'm not forcing my kids to show you respect. I'm not forcing my kids to have to call you. I'm not forcing my kids to have to pick up the phone when you call. To be honest, I'm not even forcing my kids to speak when they see you. Now, what I am doing is teaching my kids respect, though. I feel like, and that's a big difference. Like, my kids will respect you no matter what. But at the same time, respect is only given when it's given back. It have to go both ways is what I'm trying to say. Respect have to go both ways. But I'm also teaching my kids how to be cordial. If you in a situation where you feeling uncomfortable or you really don't feel like being around somebody, be cordial. Hey, how you doing? And move on about your day. That's all you can do. So, man, I just encourage these new grandparents to get better, because it's a whole, because it's grandkids that want that connection with their grandparents. Like, I couldn't wait to go to my grandma's house to get around my cousins. That was actually the meetup spot for all the cousins. Hey, you going to grandma's house? You going to Nana's house? She cooked every Sunday. She took her school shopping to get us little stuff. For Christmas, she looked out. And she also looked out when she knew you was getting some money. She didn't want to take none of your money. She was trying to tell us, hey, put a little bit to the side and then spend a little bit. But you put a little bit to the side so you don't be broke. You can have something to fall back on. That's the type of grandparents I appreciate. Because these kids need a village. And that's what we're missing right now. We don't have a village. We're having to build a village. We're having to build a village. And that's sad, because you want your kids to grow up with their cousins. You want your kids to grow up with their aunts and uncles and their grandparents, their grandmas, their granddads. You want to be able to have it. If you have to go to work, you can leave your kids with your grandparents, your parents, or your auntie and uncles. You want to be able to trust that. But this time in life, you can't do that for some reason. I don't know what the reason is, but you can't do that for some reason. And it's not shade to any grandma or granddad, But at the same time, I just encourage grandparents to don't think about yourself. Think about the people that's coming up under them. Thinking about being a village. Thinking about changing how you was as a parent, and find ways where you could be a better parent. Figure out ways how you can help your child out to be better parents. And some of the grandparents might not even know how to do that. But at the same time, you don't have to add to the problem. You don't have to add to all the craziness that's going on in the world. It's okay to make a call. Hey, grandchild, how you doing? Everything all right? You need anything? They don't need money. They don't need gifts or nothing from you. All it takes is a quick phone call or a quick check-in. Hey, baby, how you doing? You doing all right? I guarantee you that will go a long way with these grandkids. And that's one thing that I appreciate my grandma on doing. My grandma she was like the parent. Like, man, you just don't get grandparents like that no more. And I feel like that's why she blew up on my social media, because of that. I constantly see people saying, man, this made me miss my grandma. Man, man, my grandma was the same way. And this is why also people are like, oh no, this is my grandma. Nah, people from a part of the family. And I welcome y'all to this family. Control and Victory, man. This episode is a little short. I just wanted to get those topics out. I'm trying to be consistent. It took me a while to record this video. I've been sitting watching college football, and I seen a video on my social media, somebody calling me out. Not personally, they ain't really was talking to me, but I just seen the video and I felt kind of yeah. I felt like he was talking to me. So I had to get off my butt, man, to record this video, man. And that's how things work, man. When you trying to level up in life, man, you have those small reminders to kind of put you back on track, to remember why you started doing this in the first place, and actually doing something about it, and not just sitting there feeling guilty and feeling ashamed, man. You do something about it. You get to it. You make it happen. So, man, I appreciate y'all checking out this episode of Control and Victory. Well, victory starts within, and now it's time to own yours. Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment below how you think these episodes are going. I got some people that I'm gonna be interviewing on here very soon to get their intake on Control and Victory. And man, I'm just trying to grow this thing, man. Grow it, and I appreciate y'all supporting. Excuse me. But I appreciate all the support. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate everything, man. But y'all stay tuned to the next episode of Control and Victory.